Anybody with this bowling attack,
What about
they were all must be saying, I'm going. Everyone must have been padded up running, and the guys there would have been finding it very tough. Control kiske karo? There was a race between Shahbaz, Nitish Reddy and Abdul Samad.
Oh, dare say Pat Cummins also.
No, but Cummins.
Yeah, Patty Cummins.
Cummins played the senior statesman. He said, "Arey, I'm captain. I should not be greedy." He said, "I won't go." Then he saw these three run out. Then he had to go control them between Samad, Nitish Reddy, and they, by some stroke of luck, caught hold of Nitish Reddy and Shahbaz. But वो Abdul Samad side से sneak in करते हुए भाग गया.
He couldn't. He only had two hands. No. He only had two hands.
Just thinking, yesterday we were talking about Hardik Pandya being, retired out and all. Were they thinking about Abhishek Sharma also today? Because he's the slowest at 154.
Sharma ji ka beta did not impress. I'm sorry. 154 strike rate. Approach very casual.
Very casual.
क्या दिन आ गया भाई साहब.
188 is the second lowest.
अरे but at that time he had no idea ना कि 300 रन लगेंगे. He was batting just fine. He's been the man in form. First Travis Head.
Oof.
Then Heinrich
Klaasen. You were hoping that Klaasen would have batted more, but what would have happened? Same thing. He could have batted quicker than Abdul Samad.
They nearly did a abki bar 300 par, yaar. Clear majority. Clear majority to SRH on the day.
I think they should just annex Bengaluru at this point and make it part of Andhra Pradesh. Done.
This is actually a majority, 287.
Yeah.
It is a clear.
Yes.
Technically it is, since we are in election season.
Yeah. Oh, good lord. No alliance can save this one now. RCB, no alliance can help. No pre-poll, no post-poll, nothing can help them right now.
The exit poll is done. RCB are out.
See, if you saw a pre-game show.
But I'm not happy. Before you make your point. Because my dear friend Shane will not be dancing on the show now. That would have been a treat as well.
Before the game started, all three of us today in the pre-match show had made up our minds that, boss, come what may, we are supporting RCB.
Then?
We had all made up our minds, seriously. We thought law of averages, they
Yeah.
have been unlucky in certain situations. Then on top of that, they even won the toss. That gave us more hope that yes, they will be an RCB win today. And quite honestly, because none of us are either SRH fans or RCB fan, we are neutrals.
Yeah.
So we thought it's only fair to keep the competition alive, to keep the points table alive. Because today, if RCB were to lose, done and dusted for all practical purposes. Yeah. Mathematically, they must be in with a chance. For all practical purposes, this was done and dusted. So all of us made up our mind that we are going to support RCB till the toss, and then came the team sheet.
Oh God!
And when we looked at the team sheet, not one person, not two, but all three quickly changed our prediction and picked SRH to win today. Now, why did we do that? Because when you looked at RCB's team sheet, you saw that they were playing with 4 bowlers, 4.5 bowler in Will Jacks. Will Jacks has bowled in T20 cricket, not so much in T20Is, he's played very few, but in T20 cricket he's bowled, but he is on an average one bowler, he's bowled in his number of T20s that he's played, less overs than the matches that he's played. Okay, so if he's played, let's say 150 matches, he's bowled around 140 overs. What does that tell you? That at best, even if I was going to be generous, he's a 1 over per match bowler.
Yeah.
Even if I was being generous, he's less than that, but I'm saying okay. He's 1 over per match bowler. What does that tell you? What is the one word to define that? Part-timer. Now, in today's day and age, where we are in an era of impact player era of IPL, it affords teams the luxury of playing 6 regular bowlers. Most teams are playing 6 regular bowlers. Dare I say, some teams are playing 7, some are playing 8. I'm talking about regular bowlers, not part-timers. There are teams that are even playing 8 good regular bowlers. And then in that same scenario, in that same power impact player era, we have a team like RCB who picked 4 bowlers. And can I just add, if you had picked 4 bowlers on a real poor pitch, Ekana, during worst of its time, I would have still bought it because 4 regular bowlers would have bowled, and your part-time spinner also, in your 2 part-time spinners also, you could have easily got the 4 overs out because pitch would have been tricky, and even a Will Jacks, or if you even went with a Mahipal Lomror or even a Virat Kohli would have troubled batter. So you said, okay, this is a tough pitch, it's a low scoring round, we need to bolster our batting, so let's play an extra batter because we need a batter. Yahan pe bowling mein 4 regular bowlers are part-time will do the job. It's going to be impossible to hit them. Then you are playing on a ground that is a graveyard for bowlers. It's a graveyard. So most teams anyway, I just told you in impact, player era, so anyway they are playing 6-7. On a ground like this, they will increase that by even more because it's a ground where even the best can get hammered. So multiple option means on a day, 1 or 2 have a good day, you can minimize damage. So my batting doesn't need to be that long. I can sacrifice a batter, but let me get my bowling, balanced right. At least minimum of 6 regular bowlers, so minimum. On that ground, in this era, RCB have said, no, we'll play with 4 bowlers. And as soon as all 3 of us saw that, we quickly topi ghumad and went with SRH to win.
It's kind of like those.
Please explain what could be the logic, since I'm
There is no logic here. There is absolutely no logic here. And whatever logic I can come up with, sometimes what
come up. No, please come up at least.
See, the only
I couldn't find even one.
The only logic that I was coming up with, which was remotely coming close to justify this, even that I argued myself out of, which was that this pitch anyway is so batter friendly that playing a spinner makes no sense. But then I go back and I think that, in the past, quality spinners have done well here. Yuzi Chahal has done well here. What that tells you is you didn't get quality spinners, which then baffles or makes me go back to why the hell is it that they release Wanindu Hasaranga. Granted, he's not playing the season because he's injured, but if you went in with the season with him, you'd have at least had
Yuzi Chahal.
You replaced Yuzi Chahal, then didn't replace his replacement. So again, the mind boggles. So my thought process was that, okay, maybe they don't want to go with a spinner because their logic is they're getting tongued anyway. Well, if that was the logic, then let me just put it this way, how bad their bowling lineup looks. SRH have had 2 players get past the 50 plus score, 2 half centuries. RCB have 4 half centuries. You've got Reece Topley top scoring with 68, Vijay Kumar Rishabh giving him a good competition at 64, then Yash Dayal and Lockie Ferguson rounding things off with 51 and 52 respectively. Your most economical bowler on the day was Will Jacks at an economy of 10.7.
And that too, can I be honest, he got away because he bowled right at the start. Abhishek at that time being a lefty, and today Abhishek wasn't in the mood to be that aggressive, he got away. And they realized that, because if you were so confident of a Will Jacks, you would have got him back later.
For the 4th over.
But you went with a Lomror. Why? Because you knew at that stage, when a Klaasen was on crease, if you got a Will Jacks, you were looking at a 30 run over.
Or they minimized damage and took 18 runs off it.
Yeah. You were looking at a 24, 25 run over.
I mean, at one point, even with Lomror, it looked like a 24, 25 run over. What a wides he was bowling.
Yeah, he lost the plot. See, he knew, he gave away his plan. The plan was to not bowl in the arc, bowl outside the off stump. Which, okay, you then end up giving away the 2 wides. You went, the first ball was okay, and then third ball makes the error, goes a little full, trying to bowl to the stumps, ends up giving it in the arc of Klaasen, deposited. Second ball, again in the slot, deposited yet again. And the man lost the plot after that. And don't blame him much because he wasn't supposed to be bowling in the first place.
Exactly.
My only question is that since all of us, as I said, came up with the thought that we'll support RCB, why did we change our opinion and all of us backed SRH?
This was not going to be a winning combination.
Yes. So my point is, when as sports journalists sitting from the outside, all of us could see that
writing on the wall.
They blundered, not even made a mistake. Blunder is the word I'm using. They blundered in their team selection, and so no chance they're winning. I'm switching. My point is that people who are paid in crores, who are sitting in their team management, they have those data analysts, they're looking at matchups, support
Footage.
staff, batting coach, head coach,
Mentors.
I mean, my point is nobody seeing that? Nobody can see this, that listen, this is a recipe we discuss. You can win, you can lose, whatever. That's another thing. But even before the first ball is bowled, if three of us were sitting there and looking at the team and saying, no chance, I wanted to support RCB, but boss, this is the team, this is not winning. If you can see that, how is it that people who get paid in crores don't see that?
This, I think this more than us, I think this is the question that fans need to be asking their franchise. This loyal fan base, can I say, this loyal fan base doesn't deserve this.
I agree with you. I feel for the RCB fan. We have a few RCB fans in our office. And as soon as I finished the pre-show, I was walking. Samya, our editor, is RCB fan. She saw me. She said, "Sir, aaj to bol do RCB bicega." I felt bad for her because she supports her team so much.
Jerseyed up and everything.
Yeah, she came with jersey, everything. So why? Because I know every RCB fan is going to be like that.
Correct.
Exactly like her. And I said, sorry, but Samya, aaj to nahi jeet payega. I also wanted them to win. But look at the team they're playing. They're playing a bowler. Zara aisa mat bolo. I said, but
That's the truth.
what can I do? It's not my opinion in terms of, that I'm wishing them bad. No, I wanted them to win today. But when I see the team sheet, and now also I don't change my opinion and tell you the right thing, then I have no right watching cricket.
I mean, I remember watching Dheeraj come out and he had the glummest of glum looks on his faces. And I'm like, oh, even he saw the team sheet and had exactly the same reaction as us. How is it that three people, all of whom wanted to back RCB to get a win, just for the sake of, well, let's make the tournament a little exciting, take one look at this and like, no.
And today we're neutrals. None of our teams are playing. It doesn't affect, positions. The result of the match doesn't affect positions that much right now. You're still at the halfway stage. The tables, only taking shape now. But because it defied logic.
And the other thing, you look at
the only remote logic I can put to, again, it doesn't justify because there's no amount of justification or cricketing logic that you can put to, having this sort of a bowling attack. The only little thought that I had in mind, trying to find reasons, trying to extrapolate what had happened over here in that team sheet, was perhaps because, this hadn't been that RCB flat track of the past. You'd seen this be a two-paced wicket as well at times. Maybe then, they're like...
Two-paced wicket?
I don't know. Even if it's two-paced wicket, then you need spinners.
No, today. But you look at the other matches, you look at some of the other matches, it wasn't as flat track. So they were like, today, because it's been, a little slow, maybe we'll give it to us.
But by that logic, you need spinners.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe then they were thinking, Will Jacks is a decent enough spinner and we'll get, because the surface will suit us, as it's been in the past, because 3-4 games that they played here, sluggish surface. Last time, I think the last match was the most sluggish surface that you saw of the 4 games. That was the only little cricketing logic I could manufacture.
The other thing is, no chance. The other thing is, what do? You also see opposition. No, these are basic things. I'm not even talking rocket science. Look at the opposition. What has been Sunrisers Hyderabad's strength? This is the same team that notched up the highest total of IPL before this game. Right? Now they've notched it up. So what has been their one standout strength? Their batting. So I'm saying basic common sense. If I'm RCB, I'm like, listen, what do? You do SWOT analysis. No, you simply say their strength is batting. What do we do? Listen, boss, we need to pack our team with some good bowling. Bolster bowling. We need to put a check on their batting. Because as soon as we do that, we'll do. What has been the weak area? The bowling. Right? So what do? Like there is an Unat cut that I will take. Bhuvaneshwar has not been the same again. T. Natarajan isn't that dangerous anymore. Right? That's a weak area. So I am saying, listen, boss, my team, I don't need so many batters. They have a weak bowling lineup. Boss, my top 4-5 guys, the responsibility on you. Do the game. I need to get bowlers. I need to get bowlers to be part of this team to ensure that the batting lineup, which is seeming like the strongest batting lineup, you need to control that.
And look at the difference between them and SRH. SRH have read the conditions because they saw early on that you were getting just a little bit of turn, not oodles of turn, not say Eden Gardens versus the LSG match, but you were getting something. 2 things they've done. What have they done? First up, they're opening with Abhishek Sharma. A. B. Who's their impact sub? Mayank Markande, which means they know that in the middle overs they can use the spinners to potentially try and dry out the runs. And in this sort of a thing, it tells you that they're targeting a very big victory. If you're going for the kill, despite having 287 on the board, That tells you everything you need to do. Oh,
Look at that.
Oh, that
Look
is
at that.
gripping.
I mean,
It's just poor. Today,
It's very poor.
it's just poor. It's not done. The fans deserve more. The opposition wouldn't have loved anything but a blunder like this. Any opposition again taking on RCB would hope for such a blunder every time. And look what they've done today. They've done exactly the same thing. Yes, they're going to the auction with that philosophy. I get that. But in match situation as well, what has been their philosophy auction after auction? That you bolster the batting. Flat conditions bolster the batting. But today, it's a misfiring batting lineup. You had to take into consideration the opposition and then field a team that could challenge the opposition enough. You've not bolstered the batting much. There is no Maxwell. You need, I'm saying there was an iota of a chance for RCB to pull off the unthinkable. You needed that monster in Maxwell who's in the dugout right now. Without him, it ain't happening.
Virat Kohli is dropped as we speak on 1 by Abhishek Sharma. Quite a easy catch, straight. Hasn't picked up. By the way, while we criticize RCB, must also give credit to Sunrisers Hyderabad. Yes, RCB made a big blunder as we've said, but still runs have to be put on board. Will Jacks was bowling decently well, but look at SRH's performance, and this is one thing that you see in them, game after game, because of their batting lineup. They have said like, listen, we're gonna go all out attacking. Head, outstanding today. He loves playing in India, against India.
Scoring
and
centuries.
everything.
He saw a half blue jersey.
He said blue.
Oh.
Let's go.
The dog in me wakes up.
A fantastic decision by SRH to send Klaasen to number 3.
Oh yeah.
Perfect call. And then, as if by the time there were freebies on offer and Makram and Abdul Samad said, let's listen, also dig in. Make
Make
use
merry
of it.
in sunshine, yeah.
I feel for a Nitish Reddy and a Shahbaz Ahmed who would have been like, boss, today was our chance.
I mean, this is a buffet
Today was-
bowling lineup.
Our time to, have the strike rate up by good 30-40 points maybe today.
This is a buffet lineup, and then Abdul Samad came and discovered that there was extra, butter chicken or whatever. Because he came and he extracted so much. I'm thinking, okay, what more can the lower order do? He comes in like 37 of 10.
But some of his shots were effortless.
Oh, yeah.
Like he found gaps, wasn't just bludgeoning them. He
Even
found gaps.
even Makram,
Yeah. Makram's always a class act.
a couple of those shots again didn't even go with the full swing. Timing and stopped the bat
He
right
had
here.
1-6 that went 80 meters, and he just did this.
Yeah,
There was no follow through.
half a swing. That's it.
Mad.
Incredible. We'll have plenty of time in our post show to talk about that, but let's quickly take some of the questions that we've got. Starting with Dhanush, he says ban RCB from IPL only. Then Virat will go to the auction.
Yeah, because they'll keep retaining him.
Actually.
They'll keep retaining him.
For the sake of Virat Kohli, at least that should happen. He can at least go to an auction, go to a better team. I will repeat what Shivam had said. He said, which is a valid point that our producer Shivam had made. He said, what should ideally be the case now? Delhi, RCB, and Punjab Kings, he said, should have a tournament before the IPL.
Qualification.
And the winner, tri-series. And the winner from there gets to play.
Gets
So
the
you can
honor of
still have
finishing last.
Still have an 8-team IPL, which is nice.
Yeah.
So you do that.
It's basically like how in Formula 1 you have qualifying, right? This is pre-qualifying. Because here you don't need to qualify. It's pre-qualifying. Are you good enough to play the tournament?
Boy, I don't even want to go to social media to see the memes that will be doing the round tomorrow for RCB. Got a feel for them. Abhinav Chatterjee says, Nikhil sir said 277 won't be broken. RCB said, challenge accepted. Any logic of playing 4 bowlers against SRH? Abhinav, we're scratching our heads just as you are. Seriously.
Can't manufacture one.
Seriously. No logic.
Rakesh Bhushan says that Virat would have done wonders if he'd taken a break from the IPL and played the England series. He'd have added a few international centuries to his credit.
Yeah.
This tragic IPL and the frame of mind he'll be going to the T20 World Cup is not good for India.
I completely agree.
Aye.
Virat, if he had played that test series, would have been part of one of the best test series that we've had at all.
Oh yeah.
We got a few hundreds, as
Probably
you
would have
said.
been 5 zip.
Yeah, whatever.
So anyway.
Would have been much happier and more satisfied also.
Yeah.
Everyone, fans and him included.
Have it.
Pronit Datta.
I hope they're missing Mike Hesson, under whom they qualified twice in the last few years for the playoffs. They don't have bowlers and batters who play tuk-tuk. This is no team.
Agreed.
Tum
Top
tum.
team indeed.
Could not disagree with that. And now I think Virat has decided, listen, the only way you...
Yeah.
Firstly, the total, and I think the life that he
Approach.
got. After that, you reach that stage, okay, I'm living...
Yeah,
this
it's
extra
anyway
I
a
would have been
reprieve for
out.
me. So yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Doesn't matter.
That was a good one. Though.
Today's a good day to get a quick fire 100.
Yeah.
Strike at a 160.
Even if you do play a rash stroke, you'll never be criticized today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said something.
Just strike at over 160.
Just one of those things that he says under the breath.
I said it loud. So it's all right.
No, Censor, then I will chop your thing.
Chop.
Please chop.
Arey, that
I will chop your thing. You mean chop or clip? Clip.
this clip is nowhere close to.
I'd say specify what he'll clip. No?
Yeah.
Chop that thing sounds exactly what I think it sounds like. It's a threat. I mean,
Well,
I
yeah.
said, good producer Shivam does not have a mic.
Yeah.
If we had the mic, we had to chop a lot of things.
Chop a lot of this.
Divyang says only logic, they're losing. Something had to change, but. And I agree, but something had to change, so they changed a lot of things. No, 3 changes. That is the sign of a team that knows that things need to change instantly.
Is that the latest one, Shivam, or did we just take it?
Okay, just enough.
Piyush
Yes.
Nandre also says he feels bad for RCB over there. Fans, I think.
Watch Daily says, Nikhil sir, because of poor team building by teams like RCB, they will oppose retention rules and mess it up for all teams, so not right.
This is very
Yes.
good point.
Yes.
Because they don't actually build teams properly. So, wait, I want to take GGK's. He says, listen, Shane, RCB just need to believe. They can break the record of 49 not out today also.
GGK,
To be fair, I made this joke upstairs.
GGK is a...
Yeah, Shane also came up with the same joke.
Acha. Harish Madasari says, Viljak first 2 overs gave away 11 runs. Otherwise, they would have scored 300 plus.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Today, 300 was... Yeah.
7 runs in the first over, 4 in the second, and those are the most economical overs you saw.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, this is...
Okay, we'll take more of your comments. Okay, Karthik K. In NFL, this smacking is referred to as taking your lunch.
Basically because what happens in foreign schools, when kids are bullied, right? So the bully will go beat up the kid being bullied and take his lunch. Hence. So this is this is a taking your lunch
Taking his
kind
lunch.
of
Yeah. But that happens, what in Western, in India also. When you're a young kid, the bully first thing will come, take your lunch box.
Today they've taken their dinner.
Today they've taken their lunch, dinner, supplements, you name it.
That's true.
Aaj.
Piyush Nandre makes a point actually. He says that I feel really sad for Virat. He never got a chance to play RCB bowling. Which is true. Which is true.
Yo, I'll give you one better. This RCB team, as things stand, have so far this season 3 sixes have been hit, which are
106 meters.
It's a joint record.
Yeah.
All 3 have come against RCB. All 3.
Like today.
Sridhar Saivakar says that could have bought in a SRH or someone in the 10th over. In fact, if you remember, pre-show we discussed that you needed to go to a plan B. Just as you go to a plan B in batting, if you had a collapse, that you bring in a batter, why couldn't RCB think of that? See, if you want to be in the game, you never know. Remember last time 277 almost could have been chased down. So what you're telling yourself, this is Chinnaswamy. Scores can be controlled. Instead of 280, if you had conceded 250, who knows? On a good day, you chase it down.
I think
could have
rather
been
than
thinking.
Siraj, you would have probably brought on a wrist
Anybody,
spinner.
I'm
Wrist
just
spinner.
saying, go with a plan B, my friend.
If to be fair, if Siraj came on in the way his form is, they'd have probably got to 300.
Yeah, but no thinking at all. But as I said, if you had basic level thinking, you wouldn't have played the team that you played, which is quite evident. I'm not even saying it in hindsight. Said it at the start. Okay, see you post match. Enjoy. Maybe get to see some good batting. If you're an RCB fan, that's something you can hope for. Maybe a good knock by Virat.
To be fair, I've heard of RCB fans say that our match win is Kohli 100. Because they don't win matches.
See this?
ये क्या हुआ है? गमछा खोल.
Today, though, we didn't see that. What did we say the last time? मार के धागा खोल दिया. Today, the धागा खोलो moment didn't happen though. The record
Must have happened. No?
Must have happened. They just couldn't cut it.
last time the धागा did come out.
They did. धागा खोल दिया.
धागा खोल दिया था. I don't understand the chest thumping at all.
No, it's
Mean.
sure. No, how will people know what we're laughing about? Sure.
This deserves to be shown.
This is run machine in other team are batters. Run machine in RCB are bowlers.
No, except for Kohli.
Ah,
Kohli and the bowlers.
Kohli and the bowler.
that's why I said, boss.
Do
Social
not be
media is going to
opening
be a
social
meme
media.
fest. Be a meme fest. Go to social media. We'll try and take some reactions. Let's take some for post-match show.
Yes.
Okay, Shivam, take out some 5-6 good ones. We'll take it. See you. Bye.
Bye.
See you at the end of the RCB win.
Which means a Kohli century.
Kohli century.
Just joking. SRH win.